Good morning, friends. Last night I had the late night idea to do an impromptu day in our life here in our crazy farm life. Can you say good morning?
Good morning.
There's Shelton. So here we go. So it is a bit after 6. We've been awake for a while. Shelton is eating a bagel, and I'm getting a few rows done on a project I'm doing for somebody else. John's getting ready for work. Say hi.
Hi.
And the big boys are not up. Morning clutter on the kitchen counter. When your mom milks a cow, every day you get yogurt with a dollop of strawberry jam in your school lunches, and when your mom makes her own bread, you get funky trimmed bread to fit in your lunchbox. Get ready. It's almost time to go. Troy, you ready? Troy, are you ready? Of course not. It is going to be raining and hot later, so I'm getting some stuff done in the garden while it's still cool. I have planting to do in that spot there and a bunch of weeding as usual. I'm terrible at growing things, but it's fun. Before I go inside to wash up to do the milking, I wanted to show you some things about where we live that might be a little bit surprising considering how most of my photos are angled. So next video, take a look. If you've been around for any length of time, you're probably pretty familiar with a lot of these angles. What you may not know is that that's actually a road down there, and all this grass is actually the yard of our neighbors. We love them and they're wonderful. So I'm at the end of our driveway. You've seen pictures of boys walk into the bus stop. All that grass and that gazebo belongs to the neighbor who lives up there. There's another house to the left, another one behind our house, and houses across the way. We only have 3 acres total. Shelton, what you doing?
Getting food for the cows.
Oh, good job. Here we are getting, hey, Blythe, say hi to everybody. Another day, another milk time. Blythe gets her hay in her green. I fill a bucket with a couple gallons of milk. Occasionally I take in repair and finishing work. This is a sweater that needed to be taken out, reknit, finished and blocked by next week. So while Shelton's in the tub after playing outside all morning, this is what I'm working on. Okay, so several weeks ago I started doing sourdough bread. And I was doing it for the health benefits mostly, but now I'm just completely obsessed. I'm making all the sourdough, everything, constantly. The bagels and the pretzels and the waffles and everything, all of it. Okay, but here's the deal. My mixer, which is a KitchenAid Artisan, doesn't seem to be able to handle much more than 1 loaf of bread at a time. Definitely can't handle bagel dough well. If you are a frequent bread baker, hit me up with your recommendations for mixers. So remember how I said I had overfed my sourdough? I was on the phone with my brother while it was baking and wasn't paying attention to what was happening in the oven. I did manage to make a batch of waffles for the boys' breakfasts that I will freeze. So hey, 1 kitchen win. The boys are off the bus. We are on our way to dance and taekwondo. We live about 20 minutes from town, so between all of the preschool and school and after school pickups and drop-offs, we can spend 2 to 4 hours in the car on a weekday. John got off work and met us at the dance studio. Merritt's at Taekwondo. John is dealing with Virginia traffic. Are you enjoying this?
No, I hate them all.
Troy's doing homework. I'm working on this knitting thing. Shelton is obviously crushed. We have a bit of a reprieve from the rainstorm, so John and I are going outside to check on all of the animals. This is the back of the house and where our sheep live. For those of you who are just joining us, you may not know that John is an active duty Marine of 19 years. He just got home from a year-long deployment. To say that I'm happy to have him home is the understatement of the century. Starting to sprout.
Watching our corn pop up in rows.
Ha ha ha, John Baker. So the way this works for Miss Blythe is that during the day after milking, she comes out here, spends the day with the other cows. That black one is her current calf, who is almost as big as her and is still nursing. And then at night, I bring her in, she sleeps in here, and I can milk again in the morning. So all of our evening chores are done, but sometimes we just stay out here because we just like it.
It's kind of nice.
Merritt,
Yeah.
what you making?
Zucchini spaghetti.
Yum. It is 9:30. The younger boys are in bed. John left to get Troy from the dance studio because he's there super late for rehearsals on Tuesdays. I had big plans to get some yogurt made and setting overnight. Not happening. What I am doing is feeding my sourdough starter. I obviously had a bit of a problem with my sourdough starter today, or my sourdough in general. If you are a sourdough guru, message me. It is officially late, but I wanted to get a few rows in on my own project today. This is my hand-spun Shetland yarn from our sheep. I take it straight from shearing and wash it and dye it and spin it and knit with it. It is after 11. I'm showered and tired and ready for bed, but I wanted to say thank you for hanging out with us today and getting a glimpse into our life. Some days are a bit more intense with farming, some are more relaxed. But I would say that today is pretty average. Tomorrow we'll be right back at it, doing butter and yogurt instead of bread and waffles. Some days it definitely can be a bit overwhelming and a lot to manage, but you know, every single day I have at least one moment, but usually many, when I stop and go, I cannot believe I get to live this life. It really is magical. So thanks for spending a day of it with us. Good night.